Hi and welcome to Couch to Coach, workout number 3, building up some strength and some capacity to do stuff as we head back to the field. I'm Coach Greg, take you through a few minutes of today's workout. First thing we want to work on is we're going to just hold a squat. So we get into our deep squat position, and this is something you can do a few times a day. You hold it from 30 seconds on down, actually hold it as long as you can. Get down in this deep position. I remember a few years ago, this was not an easy position. I think I mentioned that for me to get into. I usually time this for about 30 seconds. I've worked my way up to a couple minutes now. It should be fairly comfortable. Just sit and feel it and see how your body feels. If you find you're tight anywhere, then give yourself a break. Send me a question where you're finding that tightness, and we can figure that out. So it's on Facebook or Instagram, Greg.Lawler or Greg Lawler, and I'll be able to help you out with that. So once you've done about 30 seconds, I like to get into a ankle mobility drill. You're about 6 inches from a wall. And what you're trying to do is you're trying to get your knee, without your back foot coming off, your knee to the wall. And what that does is it tells you how tight you are around your ankles. Are you able to do the movement that your ankles are designed to do? And again, all our sitting takes this away. So I'll do it from, it's about 6 inches, back foot. And I don't want that foot to come off. Actually, my back foot's okay. If it comes off a little bit, it's my front foot. You just hold it there. Very simple, not easy. If this isn't moving right, then your squat's going to be tricky. All right, so just a few each side. Those are 2 examples of things you can do for a few seconds every day. Next thing, into our wall slides, about shoulder a little bit higher than 90 degrees. I get my hands in as high as I can, pushing my elbows against the wall, my lower back against the wall. This is great for the kids, but even if you don't play ball, that's a great one as well. Wall slides, squat. Let's go back into our squat. And start it from here, doesn't matter which side. I'm just into this motion, just relaxed. Sometimes I ease into the position by helping with my feet on the ankles. Take some breaths. Just this alone gets the body loose and gets it ready. There shouldn't be any sharp pain, there shouldn't be any soreness. Move myself up into the ankle move. You're trying to keep that foot flat. If I'm too far away, you'll notice that this starts to come up. The distance is about 6 inches as your measuring stick. If you can't do it at 6 inches, come in a little closer and do what you can. There's no competition here. You're just trying to get the full range of motion in your ankles. Trust me, you lose the ability to move. This stuff you don't take for granted. Okay? So, back into our wall slides to finish up our warm-up routine. You don't need any equipment. You just need some consistency. Teach your body how to move again. I'm deliberately moving slow. I don't want to move fast. And when I get away from this movement, I feel it. I feel it. So and we all have to do that. Okay, that takes care of our warm-up. It's also something you can do every day. Let's get into push-ups over here, Jamie, so if you can come around on this side. Push-ups, again, we talked about them in previous workouts. They're fantastic, but so misunderstood, often done wrong. One of the ways that I like to integrate into how comfortable I feel with push-ups is to use a step, use a chair, change your grips. If your wrists are sore, you can use dumbbells. You can use what we call a neutral grip, anything like this that takes the pressure off your wrists. So if I did this on a chair, it's a little bit easier than on the floor, but it's also easier on my wrists. And by playing with the speed, I make it harder, even though I'm in an easier position than on the floor. There's no medal for doing the push-ups. The medal, the reward is getting stronger. Do this on a step. Now your hands, if your wrists don't bother you, you're into this position. How do you know if you should be going to the floor or need to do this? I oftentimes will just get into a regular push-up position, and I'll go based on how I feel some days. Some days I'll start here. But typically, if I could do 5 to 10 without feeling too tired, then I know I'm in a good spot. If I struggle to do 2 or 3, I would get up on the step. Build your strength up on the step before you get onto the floor. And what I find is we don't want to fall in love with repetition. Usually 10 of those and I'm done. If I'm feeling particularly energetic, I'll go up here. So for today, start where you feel you can. On the floor, proper grip, change the grips up, change the incline. Do what you can today. Work on moving quickly, coming back slow. Quickly, coming back slow. If it's too easy at 10, get down on the floor. If you can do 25, 40, and do that pace, then you're in a good spot. Lots of research on there in that 40 mark, and what that means for our health and longevity. So that's where I would aspire to do a little bit 2-3 times a week. Okay, so there's your push-up portion of today's workout. Next portion is we're going to get into our squat, but all we're going to do today is we're going to get into about a 90-degree squat, body weight squat, but instead of just randomly going up and down, we're going to hold 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, come back up, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're teaching your body to tense, to strengthen. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. One more. What's a good range here? Anywhere between 5 and 10, based on how you feel. You feel strong enough? Max out at 10. Next thing we're going to do, we're going to talk about balance. So balance, I'm going to bring this over so you can see me. I'm going to ask to get a cushion or a pillow, something soft, on a flat, hard surface in my bare feet. It's the easiest way to do this movement. I'm going to ask you to hold it for 10 seconds. Now that doesn't, hopefully, that's not too challenging. At the end of your 10 seconds, you're going to move into your hip hinge and come back up. So it looks at the end of the 10 seconds, once you've held, and your legs are already a little tired from some of the squatting, that's the idea. You hold it for 10, you come into your hip hinge, back up, now you go to the other leg. Okay? Hold it for 10. Keep that posture, keep that balance. Finish with, nice and strong there, okay? That's easy for you. Get to a cushion. This now brings it up a level with an unstable surface. You don't need a wobble board, but you do need focus on your balance. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hips go back and back up. Okay? Next level of difficulty, you get something that's even softer. Okay, so balance cannot, as we get older, and I don't care, whether you're 20, 25, 40, 55, it's a big deal not to have balance. Let's do it on this side, see how I do. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Not bad. You have a Bosu ball, that's another level of difficulty, most of us don't. A soft pad will work, soft carpet will work. Shoes like this make it more difficult as opposed to bare feet. Find different levels of difficulty and challenge yourself. If you do it after a leg exercise, it gets even a little bit more challenging. The idea here, guys, is not to kill ourselves, but to continue to build a little bit more, a little bit every day, every workout. So we covered a basic warm-up, we covered push-ups, we covered some balance and basic squats. Enjoy. Let's keep at it. Every day we'll be outside soon. Fingers crossed.